Okay, so I wanted to address this other part of what the person was saying. I forgot to mention it last time. So they were trying to think that I thought I looked better than black women or something like that. From my perspective, I do not perceive myself to be better looking than black women. In fact, I actually think they have a unique look that I can't attain to. Dark skinned black women? You mean like this look and things of that nature? I do not see myself as more attractive. I see myself as more like a different type of appeal. But you were acting like what bothered me more was acting like dark skinned black women were less attractive than Hispanic women. I'll show you. She has short hair. This lady is all done up. Yet she can't be as pretty as the girl before her. You really mean to tell me you think I want to look like someone whose jaw is really hard, their brow ridge is really hard, and they have a masculine face? Wouldn't I want a softer, rounder, high cheekbones, full lips, almond shaped eyes, no brow ridge, round forehead? That's more of what I want. And it is coveted because like you were literally trying to say I had plastic surgery because I have really nice big pillowy lips. As most black women do, you know. So to me, it's just like kind of like, why would someone want why would someone want features like that? I just don't get it. If we're gonna try and say whiter features are better, then those aren't the whitest features, are they? I mean, blonde hair, blue eyed features would be whiter features, and they would be a little bit more feminine too, because the contrast of black hair makes the brows even more prominent and it makes the face more square. To me, like you were saying that Latinas look better. Well, if Latinas look better, one, shouldn't they look better anyway? Because, I'm using an analysis, beauty analysis, that should have some Eurocentric leanings. They're still not winning, though. They could be all done up with all that makeup on, and they still were less attractive than someone like Lupita. Who, I think Lupita is like the epitome of beauty. This one, too. She's like the epitome of beauty, too. Like, you see how her cheekbones are, her nose, her lips, her eyes, her her forehead, very round and soft. Everything is soft, round, and has nice, soft edges to it. Very feminine. This is why she doesn't even need hair to be beautiful. Well, you see her features, for example. Her chin is really forward, her jaw's really square. She doesn't really have that much of cheekbones, her nose is too prominent, and her brows are a little too big there. Um, everything's square. It's more masculine. I just don't really I think as a woman, I would want those features. Now, as a man transitioning, I would like those features, but not as a woman. These are the epitome of feminine features. You see how she looks to the side? She has no bump in her nose. She has no brow ridge that's really prominent. Her cheekbones, they stand out. They're pretty much the most prominent feature on her face, and they're very round and soft. That's how I think it's an ideal look to look like, is a pretty unambiguous dark-skinned black woman, you know. But I just kind of found it weird you thought that black women who were dark-skinned would be like the least attractive because they come from a ghetto or something, you were saying. And honestly, I really think Hispanics tend to be a little bit more low class on that level in America because we get a lot of their bad apples basically from Mexico. And black Americans were not really because we just live here. So we have bad ones and we have good ones. And that's pretty nice to say about Hispanics because that means they're good Hispanics in Mexico. So they're not all bad. I'm not saying Hispanics are bad people. And obviously, I don't think they're bad because I would date one. So, I can't think too badly of them, right? I mean, they're not my first choice, but still. But yeah, like, I think a major thing here is just get it right, okay? For me, you really think I want to look like those people over dark-skinned black women who are the epitome of femininity, and the type of woman I grew up with was a dark-skinned black woman. I didn't grow up with any Hispanic woman. You know, in fact, I grew up with that image being crapped on every day. And nowadays, I don't have that view of them at all. I try to be like, people are people and ethnicities don't define people. But, you try to act like black women, dark skinned black women, no one wants to look like them, or that that I thought I was better than them. No, I've always said consistently that I've always wanted to look like a dark skinned black woman. I've shown the app that changes your race. I could have easily shown people what I look like, Indian or white. I didn't choose to because I don't really care about that. I chose the portion of the app on Gradient where I look black, more black than what I do, because I love those features. I just do for females. It's a good look to have. Now, there is a sense of versatility because I am a masculine woman, so I do like the fact that my face has more versatility than a dark skinned black woman. And many dark skinned black women are more feminine looking than, like I said, many other types of women, including Hispanic women, including light skinned women, including light brown skinned women like myself. You know, I just revere their phenotype, honestly. It's just what it is. I mean, I don't see any square faces on them like I do other people. I don't see big brow ridges or prominent noses or no cheekbones or thin dog lips on them. I see pretty features on them, and it's all just, you know, it's perfect for makeup too. Like if you're getting yourself all done up, it would be so much easier if I had big cheekbones like that to like contour. Oh my god, that would be so prominent. You know, I've always wanted to do that to my mother's face, but she doesn't like contour. My mother has very prominent cheekbones, but I didn't inherit them from her, sadly. So sometimes I do actually Photoshop high cheekbones on my face for just more of a phenotype that, it look better to me than, what I'm working with. But at least, I mean, like, at least I don't have no lips or anything. And at least I have big lips that make you jealous and make you think I have plastic surgery. So, I mean, I got something good out of it. But, yeah. I was just showing, you thought that black women were all unattractive and uglier than Hispanic women. But it does appear that, the Hispanic women are definitely not prettier than the dark skinned black women. That's just the truth. I kind of knew that without even analyzing it, though. Now on Cynthia G, she is pretty. I will never deny that she's pretty. But, I just took some random photos. She's a 9 sometimes. Sometimes I'm a 9. Sometimes she's a 7. Sometimes I'm a 7. We both seem to average out at about 8. And if you look, hers is an 8. Mine is an 8. Mine is slightly above hers. And, it's whatever. I'm not gonna dog Cynthia G's look. Cynthia G is a pretty woman, but she doesn't make me feel insecure. I'm happy with what I look like. This is how I woke up looking. Like, obviously. Actually, yeah, it was in the middle of the night. That's why I have bags under my eyes. But yeah, that's just like, to me, I don't have anything against being an 8. You can't really beat me on that. And most of the Hispanic women that I even showed, who I think many would be considered pretty, were not as high as Cynthia G, were not as high as mine, were not as high as the dark skinned black women I showed that are my ideal look and what I would prefer to look like. I already said that dark-skinned black women look better than light-skinned women. I don't know how many more times you guys need to hear this. Because you're always stuck on the idea of, oh, she's trying to uplift her mixed features. Heck, if I have mixed features on my face that you see, you just fucking see them. It's not like I tried to make them there. They're just there. If you think they look mixed, whatever. I personally think I look black. I look like the Nigerian people that I have on here, some of them, and that's what I am. So it's not really a shock that I look Nigerian, you know. So that's all I have to say in this video. Thanks for watching, and bye-bye.